Karen's obsession with control had now reached levels bordering on the irrational. This time, her HOA audaciously decided to host a boat race on my child's pond, believing that the event would assert dominance, disrupt the peaceful enjoyment of my property, and humiliate my family. What they didn't realize was that the pond was not only fully under my legal control, but it also served as the county's official livestock waste reservoir, an element they had completely ignored. Their audacity would soon turn into a spectacular disaster. The morning air was brisk, carrying the faint scent of water and grass, while the pond gleamed like glass under the rising sun. Automated sensors immediately detected multiple unauthorized vessels approaching the water. Drones lifted into the air, providing real-time high-resolution footage that streamed directly to my devices, legal counsel, and municipal authorities. Every footfall on the shore, every engine rev of the boats, and every shout from the HOA participants was captured with precise timestamps and geolocation, forming an irrefutable record of trespass, harassment, and reckless intrusion. I arrived calmly at the pond, observing the HOA members preparing for the race. They waved documents, shouted commands, and displayed a false air of authority, claiming HOA jurisdiction over the pond. I calmly reminded them that the pond was legally under my control, that my child had exclusive recreational rights, and, crucially, that the water had been managed as a county-designated livestock waste pond, subject to environmental and health regulations. Their faces paled as the magnitude of their miscalculation became apparent. Next, I implemented the first phase of my countermeasure. Using automated gates, floating barriers, and drone-controlled alerts, I restricted unauthorized access to the pond. Motion sensors and underwater safety systems ensured that any attempt to operate boats on the water would immediately trigger legal intervention and municipal alerts. What had begun as a supposed celebration of dominance rapidly transformed into documented evidence of trespass, reckless endangerment, and violation of county regulations. Then came the second phase, strategic leverage. Recognizing that the HOA intended to humiliate and disrupt my family, I escalated the situation decisively. I coordinated with county authorities, environmental regulators, and local law enforcement to ensure that every attempted act of domination was exposed and neutralized. Within hours, the HOA's audacious boat race had been officially halted, participants removed from the pond, and legal notices served. The county designation of the pond meant that the HOA had inadvertently violated health, safety, and environmental laws, creating liability far beyond what they had anticipated. Neighbors, local authorities, and even other HOA members observed from a safe distance. They watched Karen's reckless escalation collapse spectacularly, while I calmly supervised the proceedings, my child's recreational rights fully preserved. Every previous act of aggression by Karen, the barriers, fines, phony police calls, illegal sales, bulldozing, pond intrusion, well digging, road construction, vehicle intrusion, harassment, illegal home construction, arson, emergency interference, reservoir manipulation, electrical theft, pipelines, fraudulent land sales, wedding interference, illegal leisure construction, floating home threats, hunting penalties, hoarder shed lawsuits, gifting the pond, grocery demands, emergency, interference over the pond shelter, interference with my grandfather's angling, and attempted detainment at the barbecue, had culminated in this perfectly executed demonstration of strategic mastery. By late afternoon, the pond was quiet once again. Boats had been removed, all HOA personnel had retreated humiliated, and automated systems ensured that no further intrusion would be possible. Legal alerts, drone surveillance, motion sensors, and environmental monitoring ensured that the pond remained entirely under my control. Karen's audacious attempt to dominate my child's pond had spectacularly backfired, transforming what she intended as humiliation into another public demonstration of her incompetence. Standing at the water's edge, watching the pond's calm surface reflect the setting sun, I reflected on the pattern. Karen's obsession with domination repeatedly became the catalyst for consolidating authority, reinforcing security, and demonstrating unassailable control. Every escalation had been anticipated, every intrusion neutralized, and every reckless act converted into strategic advantage. By nightfall, the lodge, pond, barbecue area, dock, shelter, hunting grounds, and surrounding property were fully operational, fully monitored, and completely untouchable. Karen's audacity had once again failed spectacularly, reinforcing the lesson that foresight, preparation, and strategic mastery always prevail over reckless aggression, intimidation, and imagined authority.